Solidarity, comrades. Today, I wanted to quickly talk about a lesser-known socialist state that arose and fell after World War I, similar to the Bavarian Soviet Republic in the south of Germany, and other attempts at revolution. Now, as we know, Hungary was a part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire and a member of World War I, and they were a part of the losers, and the country was partitioned and Hungary became an independent state. Now, during this time, a coalition of Republicans, Socialists, and Communists established a People's Republic in 1918. But this takes me back a little bit to the leader of one of the main leaders of the communists, a man by the name of Bela Kun, who was born in Hungarian-controlled Transylvania to Jewish parents who were converts to Protestantism, very much assimilated into Hungarian culture, and he was in the Austro-Hungarian army during World War I, and he was captured by the Russian Empire and sent to a work camp in the Urals, where he learned about communism and Marxism, and he, with the help of the Bolsheviks, he founded the communist wing in Hungary. And this coincides when they allied themselves with a sort of united front after World War I. You can see what happened was that the Social Democrats and the liberals within the government were not implementing socialism, and they said that, and so the communists said, "You're betrayers of the working class," and opened up an armed struggle. And so they had control of a lot of major parts of the country, almost 23% of the country, and they had established the Hungarian Soviet Republic, controlled by communists. But unfortunately, the reactionary elements of society had allied with the reactionary monarchy in nearby Romania and neighboring Romania. So the Romanians invaded Hungary in 1919 to overthrow this communist government. And unfortunately, the communists, their position was not sustainable. Their position was not sustainable. Oh, geez, my dog, I'm sorry. Their position was not sustainable because they had broken with the liberals, and it allowed for the reactionaries to come back into power. And we know what that led to. It led to Hungary being reinstated as a kingdom and being led by a fascist named Horthy, who was like a regent of the monarchy and allied with the Axis during World War II and committed great crimes against humanity along with the rest of the Axis. So, what can we learn from this? I mean, we see this mistake happened in Germany, in the German Soviet Republic. We see this mistake happens when communists don't, while their intentions are pure, their actions are not going along with the organic process of revolution, and the organic process of gaining the will of the masses, and they're doomed to fail. And they really, I believe the communists didn't have really the foresight, because in 1919, the Soviet Union, the Red Army, couldn't help. They were fighting a civil war to their own invaders. So this was really a detrimental choice for them to break with the liberal left and social democratic strata of this united front, and it led to a deep reaction. So I think this is a lesson we can really take. And I mean, Bela Kun was a great comrade, and he fought for the people, and he believed in what he was doing, and the Social Democrats and the Liberals were betraying the workers. They really were. But in this attempt to establish a state, one of the earliest socialist states in history, it was really difficult. It was really difficult for them. And we can see that the communist movement in Hungary was set back so far that it didn't arise again until after World War II. So we can see throughout history that maybe you can see some parallels here when people like less theoretically sound people, but things like Chaz, people who think the revolution can happen now and we don't need to build strategic alliances. You know, it's something we really have to look at and learn from. But thank you so much for watching. You can go check out the Crimson Flag podcast, where I was on with Comrade FEK 1917 and Danky Kang talking about the counter-revolution in Romania. That's the Crimson Flag. Also subscribe to Danky Kang and the Crimson Flag podcast. Totally go check out my stream about proletarian patriotism, a panel on the Red Lettuce podcast. You can check out my last stream where I streamed with Comrade Ramiro, Sebastian Funes, about the dialectics of the Talmud and Kabbalah. You should go subscribe to Ramiro. He's amazing. Ramiro Sebastian Funes. And also the Anti-Zionist podcast on Ewoks Unhinged. Expect to see me soon on the Falcone General on Tuesday on the Falcone General's channel. We're going to be talking about MRN youth and youth organizing in general. And also look out for FEK and Trav, fellow traveler, to come on this channel soon. So look out for those. Much solidarity, y'all. Solidarity forever.